Have you ever wondered how plants seem to make food out of thin air, why they always grow toward the light, or how the oxygen we breathe is connected to something as simple as a leaf? In this video, the basics of photosynthesis. Part 1. I'll take you on a journey inside a leaf and explore how sunlight, water, and air are transformed into life. Let's dive into the incredible science of how plants feed themselves, and us, every single day. So, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants, algae, and some bacteria turn light energy into chemical energy. In simple terms, it's how plants make their own food. They take in sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the soil, and turn them into glucose, a kind of sugar. As a bonus, they release oxygen, something every animal, including you and me, depends on to survive. If I were to write this as a scientific equation, it would look like this. 6. CO2 plus 6, H2O plus light energy gives you C6H12, O6 plus 6O2. That means 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 of water, in the presence of sunlight, produce 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. It's a simple equation, but the chemistry behind it is actually really complex and fascinating. So, where does all this magic happen? Inside plant cells, there are special structures called chloroplasts. Think of them as tiny green powerhouses. These chloroplasts contain a pigment called chlorophyll, which absorbs sunlight, especially blue and red light. That's why leaves are green. Inside each chloroplast are stacks of tiny discs called thylakoids, and this is where the light reactions of photosynthesis take place. Photosynthesis actually has 2 major stages, the light-dependent reactions and the light-independent reactions, also known as the Calvin cycle. Let's start with the light reactions. When sunlight hits the chlorophyll in those thylakoids, it excites electrons, which power a whole chain of chemical reactions. Water molecules are split into hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen gets released into the air, and the hydrogen is saved for the next stage. This process also creates ATP and NADPH, 2 energy-carrying molecules the plant will use later. Now, why does all this matter? Photosynthesis isn't just important for plants, it's essential for nearly all life on Earth. It creates the base of the food chain by producing energy-rich sugars. It also keeps our atmosphere balanced by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Without photosynthesis, we wouldn't have trees, crops, or even breathable air. And get this, it's been happening for over 3 billion years, long before humans even existed. Several things can influence how efficiently a plant photosynthesizes. More light means more energy for the plant. More carbon dioxide allows for faster sugar production. Temperature matters too. If it's too hot or too cold, the enzymes involved won't work properly. And of course, water is essential. Without it, photosynthesis can't even begin. Plants have adapted to all sorts of environments to make the most of what they've got. So there you have it. Photosynthesis is how plants turn sunlight into food, fuel our planet with oxygen, and form the base of almost every food chain on Earth. In Part 2, I'll explore the second half of the process, the Calvin cycle, where plants actually build glucose and store energy. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to thank a plant today.